What up, world? Yo, holding it down. Just want to say what's up, man. Shout out to the folks that's been rocking with us. Been at the store for two weeks, man. It's been cool, man, you know. It's dope to see the energy that's people been coming and been bringing towards us. Been, you know, showing a lot of love. So I really just wanted to say big shout outs to everybody that's been coming through the Dope Air store, the new spot. We're setting up a lot of things, man, with what we got going on and what we trying to offer and what we trying to bring to the table. A lot of stuff is gonna be like, you know, with the manufacturing and stuff like that, man. It's gonna get dope, man. It's just getting doper. We building, man. We building, man. I'm just on the process of building. Just constantly keep building, keep going what I got going on. You know? Yo, y'all see me? Can you see me? I don't know how to get that shit, Nah, B, how you do that shit, yo? You know? I can't see y'all, but it's good. So I'm on this way to a parent-teacher conference with my baby just to sit up and, you know, kind of get more acclimated with what she got going on in class. And, you know, it's dope. You got to keep focused on what your children is doing and how they doing. Just kind of getting like an update of how they, you can only see the dash. Hold on. Y'all back? Y'all got me? Y'all got me? You good? Oh, there I go. Hey. Yeah, nah. So, just chilling, like, you know what I'm saying? Going to go chill with the baby. Louis, what up, boy? Go see what's up with her, how she doing in class, and how she feeling about the school. You know, I've been hearing, we talk about what's going on in her kid and what's going on with the other kids and stuff like that. And it's hard being like holding some kind of, you know, the level of, I don't know, without making it seem like I'm hella on myself like that, but being a public person, let's say that. You know, a person that's in the public eye, of being a public person, and that's dope. DB raw as fuck. That's a good track to hop on. So to be on there, you know, and like a lot of the kids, they know who her dad is or whatever, and I just don't want her to get lost in the shadows of saying, you know, her getting lost in what it like the spotlight, like my spotlight, where they just. Kids be, I know how kids are, and I know how, you know, being a kid before, I know how that is. But like I told my daughter the other day, I was like, man, it's hard because this is my first time being a parent. This is my first time dealing with some of the things that she's dealing with. So I don't want to just jump and be mad at her because that's what parents do. You know what I mean? Like as far as black parents, like it's crazy that the psychology of what we have been conditioned to do and what we've been trained and conditioned to be as and think as. I remember you would get a bad grade, your mom be like, I'm gonna beat your ass, woo woo. You get a bad report card, you're like, yo, whoa, mine's evidently I need some help. Wait a minute. Like, you're not reaching your full potential. Whereas in other places, in other situations, when a kid get a bad grade, they get a tutor or they get help. You know what I mean? And that's what it is, man. So we so used to attacking things with the psychology that we've been used to dealing with them that it becomes awkward when you become a parent and you look at some of the things that, even though you went through it and this is how you were taught, that it wasn't right. So we have to break those cycles. So instead of me being mad or being blistering hot at my daughter for her mischievousness or her just being a 9-year-old, I have to be more mindful of what is it to fill the void of what's going on and, you know, her ability to build with other classmates and other things of that nature, whether it's her uncomfortableness whether it's her being aggravated and agitated with being in that school, or her being singled out for who she is or who her father is. Those are things like that. I don't want to necessarily be biased, but we have to keep being mindful with our children, man, and talking to them, and not even just hearing it from our kids, but going down, sitting down, trying to be acclimated with what's going on in the classroom. And if there is some uncomfortableness, seeing how we can fill that out. And filtering of that has to come with us paying more attention to our children. So we have to do things like that, you know what I'm saying? Myself included, paying more attention. You can be with your child every day and not know them, there's a conversation. There has to be these conversations. There has to be an open understanding of not just parent, child, and although she's a 9-year-old, she's still articulate enough to speak and say what she wants and what's going on in her life and how she sees it. So I can't just be biased from a parent point of view. I have to listen to her to establish that friendship, because right now the spawning of our friendship will develop to us being able to have a conversation about anything. And as she gets older, there are certain things that a girl may be afraid or maybe even intimidated to talk with her father about or talk with her mother about. And now I'm trying to open up those lines of communication with her. So as parent to parent, as we talk and as I speak to some of the fathers out there and even some of the mothers out there, this is how we have to open up these lines of communication with our children so they don't hide any things with us. Social media knows more about our children than we do. And it's because I don't think we're paying close enough attention to our children. So, we have to get into that. We have to open up these open door policies of having that open line of communication with our children. And it helps. It helps. Like I say, this is my first go around at being a father. Although I've been a community, a pivotal person in the community, a pillar of the community for several years, and I've been a positive role model in certain people's eyes, and there are children in the community that I've fathered. We just have to do a better job. We just have to do a better job in the community of doing so. So I'm learning, and as I'm learning, I'm learning. I give it. As soon as I get it, I give it. I give it to the other parents out there that may not have those open lines of communication with their children, or may not even know or seek a need to have one. So we have to find those things, and the funneling of that comes from us being more open with each other, being more honest with each other, and stop acting like we have it all figured out. And that's just a blessing, man. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm learning as I go, and I'm okay with admitting that I don't know. But that's the beauty of it. I don't want to be a know-it-all. I've been that before, and it doesn't work that good. So the maturation of me learning and growing and this growth spell as a parent is actually helping our communication and helping me become a better parent, being a better father. So to all the parents out there, let's take a little bit more time to pay attention to our children and learn from our children as we teach them as well. Let's kind of break some of the traditional ways and methods of that we have been taught, because not all of them were correct. Not all of them were right. Unfortunately, there were a lot of wrongs in the way that we were taught, but we became so psychologically conditioned into believing that they were right that we just never minded it. We just took it for what it was. Now we have to break those chains, because our children, there are certain things that they shouldn't be exposed to that we were exposed to, especially coming up in the communities that we come up from, that I come up in. There were certain things that a child should have no ability even knowing, and not even being naive or not even being blind to it. It's just a child that has that's not a child's place, and they shouldn't know that. They shouldn't know certain things like that. We have to be mindful of that. Let's establish. I see nowadays a lot of parents, especially young parents, we treat our children, there's no line, there's no balance. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you see a lot of girls treating their sons like they boyfriends. And it's weird like that, and it's unfortunate it's weird like that. Or it's like, you see young girls who young boys who treat their sons like they little brothers. And you're like, oh, little nigga, oh, little woman. It's like, well, that's crazy. Like, whoa, bro, that's your son, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep those lines up. It's okay to be a friend. Me and my mom was best friends, but I still knew that was my mother. And so we have to be, and parent conference, because it's certain stuff that I don't know. You know, certain stuff that I had to call. You know, my mother has passed and my father has passed, so I don't have the great grandparents that I could call and kind of get like some game from and be like, yo, so what are you doing in this situation? I don't have that. So I'm learning as it comes, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with learning. I'm learning. I'm trying to teach other parents that I see. We just got to keep growing, you know. But I'm finna go up in this little thing, man. Appreciate y'all. Just wanted to share that with y'all. Hold it down. I hope y'all having a beautiful Friday. Hope y'all having a great day. Let's continue to, you know, continue to get the best out of our, and let's keep growing, y'all. Let's keep pushing, man. We will be at the Dope Air store all night tonight. Got a few new items in. Love, and it's always love.